Yo, what is going on, guys? Johnny GB here, bringing you guys the ICBA finals. We are taking on Dominic Milano, coach of the New Jersey Naganadevils. There we go. So, season is finally coming down to this after back-to-back wins the last couple weeks against Paper and Omega Jolteon. This has led us to a finals game against Dom. So, the team this week, shoutouts to iPro again. Just helping with the builds. So, what we have a special defensive Recycle Figgyberry Muck. We have a Lunalium Z Calm Mind Necrozma. Pretty much wins if I can get a Calm Mind up and Darkrai is dead. We have a Choice Scarf Thundurus, outspeeds everything on his team. A Colberberry Gourgeist with Will-O-Wisp, Synthesis, Seed Bomb, and Leech Seed. So pretty much switch it into his Terrakion. A Chople Registeel. So this has Thunder Wave again for Terrakion. Thunder Wave can also be used to slow down Darkrai. Choppleberry, I can take the Focus Blast or the Close Combat. And then finally Tapu Fini, a defensive Tapu Fini. With Moonblast, Taunt, Nature's Madness, and Defog. So that is the team we're rolling with here in the finals. Hopefully we can hopefully we can end up winning our first league. Wish Dom the best of luck, as he has been to the finals back-to-back seasons. So he's looking for that first win. So one... notepad so that I can write down the team. 2, my good pen. All right. So, he brought the Rotom. That's his only hazard removal. He brought the Aromatisse. Do I have anything for the Aromatisse? I have Muck. Okay, so he brought the Darkrai. He brought Shaman, which I have the Muck. And he brought Terrakion and Diggersby. So I think I can just lead Thundurus and I can click U-turn on anything. If he does lead Darkrai, that's okay. I can just U-turn and go out into my Muck. If he leads Terrakion, again, I just click U-turn. I am Choice Scarf, so I do outspeed everything on his team. Barring Rock Polish, Terrakion, and... Choice Scarf Darkrai, I think, is it, and Agility Diggersby. Although I think with Agility Diggersby, I'm very close to outspeeding it with a Scarf. Alright, so, a little nervous, a little shaky, but I feel very good with the team. I did a mock, was able to discuss the team with iPro, so I actually feel very confident. So he goes out to Zoro, which is his Terrakion. Looking at his team, this is probably his Stealth Rocker. So what we're just going to U-turn. I can actually go into Tapu Fini. So when I look at Tapu Fini, it does well. I can just click, Nature's Madness against anything. Shaman could come in, but I can just Nature Madness the Shaman. I could go into Muck. No, Muck is a bad switch. I could go into Gourgeist. So we're just going to click U-turn here. And we are going to go right into my Gourgeist. Because I can fire off a Will-O-Wisp here on anything. I can fire off a Leech Seed. I mean, he could go to Shaman. So let us see. What is he going to go for? He's going to go straight for the Stone Edge. So he's a Scarf Terrakion. So he is going to automatically swap out here. Seeing that he was staying in and going for Stone Edge, he is Scarf. Alright, so he's going to swap out here. He's going to probably go into Darkrai. I'm just going to Synthesis and get my HP back. If he goes to Darkrai, I don't care. That's okay. I have Muck to switch into it, even if he Nasty Plots. If he sub-Nasty Plots, all he's doing is costing himself 25% of HP. He gets a Nasty Plot off. and bam, I'm doing 50%. Figgy Berry will kick in, and then I can knock it out with another Brick Break. So he's going to withdraw Zoro, as expected. He goes out to Chia Pet, which is the Shaman. As we're going to Synthesis, we're going to get almost all our health back. Now my switch-ins to Shaman is Muck. That's pretty much all I have. I could go into Reggie's Steel, but Muck is that main switch-in. Earth Power still doesn't do a lot to me unless he's a very offensive Shaman. So I'm actually okay with that. So he's going to set up a substitute. So he's probably sub Leech Seed. Shaman is showing sub. Alright, well, we're just going to go right for the Poison Jab. Yep, so there's the Leech Seed. Well, if he has Leech Seed, could I just go out to Gorgeist? Well, actually, this Muck will 1v1 because I do have, what is it called? Figgy Berry Recycle. So I can make him waste his substitutes. Now, how much PP does substitute have? Substitute has 16. He's used 2 of them. So again, I can just click knockoff here. If he goes to Terrakion, I get rid of the Scarf. There's 3 substitutes gone. So I'm not too worried about this Shaman here. So yes, he's going to get HP from the leftovers. He's going to get HP from, well, actually, why am I not going for Poison Jab? Well, I got 32 of each, so he doesn't know that I am Recycle Figgy. So pretty much all I'm doing now, he's wasted 4 or 5 recycles, or 4 or 5 substitutes here, which means he probably does not have Earth Power. I'm going to assume he has Seed Flare and maybe Air Slash. Yeah, so that's pretty much what it's going to be. We're Gluttony, so the Figgy Berry will pop. I have enough turns to actually sit there and recycle. All we're doing is just stalling this Shaman out of substitutes. That's all we're doing here is he's actually losing HP by doing this. So there's the Figgy Berry. It's popping. And I'm pretty sure this is where he's going to see that this Shaman's not going to be able to deal with Muck. So one, I'm going to recycle here. Do I want to recycle? I could knock off. I mean, he could go Terrakion. He could go Darkrai. I'm just going to knock off here. Okay, so he is going to withdraw. So he did see the Figgy Berry and knew that we were going to pop. He's going to go out to Zoro, which is the Terrakion. Unfortunately, he will get the Justified boost, but he will lose his Choice Scarf. Oh, he was Rosalie Berry. Okay. That was actually kind of interesting. Why would he be Rosalie? Oh, for Rabombi. Okay, so we're just going to go hard into Gorgeist here. And, he's going to get his rocks up. So, with the rocks up, he could go Shaman. Yeah, I figured this would be his rocker. So he has rocks, edge. I could Will-O-Wisp and then go back out into Muck and then do the recycle business. So rocks, edge, CC, and probably Earthquake, I want to say. We're going to Will-O-Wisp here. So he's going to withdraw Zoro. He probably doesn't have anything. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to touch this. So we're just going to Willow. So Willow now gets me a little bit of residual. It doesn't really cancel out the leftovers, but it gives me some chip damage on this Shaman. Also, what does Shaman do to this thing? Well, I mean, what does Shaman do to my Muck? Shaman does nothing to my Muck, so I can just go out to my Muck. And I can just recycle. So what, is he just gonna Air Slash? That's okay. I mean, I'm defensive Muck. Oh yeah, especially defensive Muck. So one, he probably will switch out. We're gonna recycle here. And we're going to get that Figgy Berry back. So he's going to withdraw Chia Pet, and he's going to go out probably into his Terrakion. So he's shown Stealth Rocks. He's probably knows that the Gourgeist is going to come in. Even if he clicks like Earthquake, I can go out into Thunderous potentially. If he goes for Earthquake, I can actually go into Tapu Fini here. So he's shown Air Slash. So the other move is probably Seed Flare. But, I mean, still at the position I'm in, I don't want Tapu Fini to get super weak, do I? No, I'm actually okay with Tapu Fini getting weakened. Because I still have Gourgeist for Diggersby. Even if the Diggersby's carrying knockoff. So he's going to withdraw Zoro, and he's going to go out into Nightmare, which is his Darkrai. That is perfect. So he was probably predicting the Gourgeist. We are going into Tapu Fini. And I know it can get Sludge Bomb and Thunderbolt. He's probably running one of the two. But let's see. I think we're just going to fire off in Nature's Madness. Or do you go for Taunt? No, I don't want to go for the hard prediction because... I mean, Moonblast hits perfectly fine. I can just fire off a Moonblast. I don't care if he goes to Aroma, Shaman, or... Because Shaman's going to take this hit. Oh, yeah. And we'd get the special attack drop. That's going to actually be huge. So with the special... No, I can't let Finny get weakened. What I can do is I can just go Muck now. I'm going to take the Stealth Rock damage, but that'll pop my Figgy Berry. And now I can lure his Terrakion in with the Brick Break here. So let's see if he just goes for the substitute here. Okay, so he's just going to go for the Leech Seed. So how much will my Muck do to Terrakion? Or do I just make the double and I go out to Finny? That's what I'm starting to think of. Do I just make the double and go out into Finny? Import. I mean, once I can get rid of this Shaman, I'm in fantastic spot. So we're doing Muck-Alola, custom set, Terrakion, lead. So he's a lead Terrakion. Brick Break will do 39 to 46%, then it'll get Leech Seed recovery. I'm just going to go right out into Tapu Fini here. I think that's the best double I can do. Yeah, he's going to withdraw Chia Pet, and he's going to go out into Zoro. So I do get my Tapu Fini in, which is great. I can get another Moonblast off on the Shaman. Or I can potentially defog. Which actually sounds really good here. So I can just get a defog off. Or I could actually fire off a taunt. That way I can go out into my muck against Shaman. I'll see. I'm just going to defog. He's going to withdraw Zoro. He's going to go out into PK Hex, which is the Rotom. Okay, I don't have a ground immunity, electric immunity here. This is probably a trick Rotom. Okay, so the mist is gone. I'm going to go to Necrozma, assuming that he tricks. I'm pretty sure this is a trick Rotom to screw over some of my bulk. So I'm going to go to Necrozma here. He's just going to Volt Switch. He's going to get a free switch into Darkrai. So he's going to see... That was a crit. Come on, that's 2 crits against me. So he's going to get a free switch into Darkrai. I can still go to Muck fairly easily. So there's Nightmare. I could actually go Registeel. No. I'm just going to go Muck. So he's just going to go for the Dark Pulse. Okay. I know I need to recycle. Brick Break does half. And if Terrakion comes in, I'm doing 36 to 46% to Terrakion. And Terrakion won't be able to switch in as much anymore. So I'm just going to Brick Break here. I'm still going to do half to the Darkrai. Alright, so he's going to withdraw his Darkrai. I'm just going to go for the Brick Break. Oh yes, that is perfect. Alright, so now I can go out into my Gourgeist, I think. So Terrakion's starting to get weakened. If I can weaken Terrakion... Oh, he's just going to go for Rocks. F. He's just going to go for Rocks. I should have gone to Finny. Oh, okay, good. He goes for the close combat. Perfect. So I'm going to Will-O-Wisp. If he goes Shaman, that's okay. Do I just Seed Bomb? No, I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp, because if the Terrakion's burned, Muck can stay in against it. And I'm led to believe that he doesn't have Earthquake. I don't think he has the Earthquake. So he's going to withdraw Zoro, which is fine. He's going to go out to PK Hex the Rotom. And we are going to Will-O-Wisp this thing. So I'm pretty sure he has Trick now. Do I want to stay in, though? I'm just going to Leech Seed here. I'm pretty sure he's just going to click Volt Switch. Okay, good. So hopefully he just goes out into his Darkrai. Jesus, this Rotom needs to stop critting. So hopefully he goes out into his Darkrai. I have not seen that Aromatisse. So he's going to go out into Nightmare the Darkrai. I'm going to fire off the Leech Seed. We do connect. So he could Nasty Plot, which is a little bit of an issue. I still do have my Colbur Berry, which is good. I still have my Colbur Berry. So I can Synthesis here. Eat the Colbur Berry and be back at full HP, which I'm going to do. He can go for Dark Pulse. If he goes for Nasty Plot, that's okay. So he's just going to go for the Dark Pulse. I do have the Colbur Berry. So we will take it. We will get the Synthesis. Then we will get the Leech Seed as well. And we are weakening this Darkrai. Because now it's taking its second turn of Leech Seed. Yes, that's exactly what I want, is that chip damage. All right, now we can go out into Muck. We can go out to Muck, we can click Recycle, get my Figgy Berry back. So he's going to withdraw Nightmare, and he's going to go out into Zoro as he makes a good switch in. Ah! Okay. I should have gone Finny there. This close combat does take me out. Tapu Fini is the good switch in here because I can defog if he gets rocks. I can take close combat perfectly fine. I can take Stone Edge perfectly fine. Okay, so there's the Stealth Rock. I do not want rocks on my field. The good thing is Darkrai has a little bit of chip damage to it, and the Terrakion has a good amount of damage to it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to taunt. I'm going to taunt as Shaman comes in. So he's going to go out to PK Hex. Urgh. What does that means he can't use Trick. And Rotom's now taking chip damage. So that's good. So I know he's just going to click Volt Switch here. So knowing that he's just going to click Volt Switch here, I'm just going to defog. Unless he's like a Choice Specs Rotom. Yeah. So that's going to do half to my Tapu Fini. He is going to go out into Chia Pet. As we are going to defog. We're going to get the rocks off my field. And we can just go Muck, right? I can just go Muck and I can get my Figgy Berry back. Unless he's just going to make the double back into Terrakion. Although Terrakion doesn't want to switch into 2 more Brick Breaks, which will be good. God, if I had rocks on this. I do have rocks. I have the Registeel. So there's the Recycle, or there's the Leech Seed. So one, I'm going to Recycle. I'm going to get my Figgy Berry back. He's going to go out into his Terrakion, which is okay because then my Muck will be able to actually get into Figgy Berry range, and then I can go out into probably my Registeel and get my own rocks up. I do have the Chople Berry, which is good. Or do I just go Finny? I think I just go Finny here. He could anticipate that. He could go into... He could go into Shaman. He could go into Darkrai. Although with my Muck at pretty full health, I could just go into Gourgeist. There's going to be a lot of double switching here. So I need to get my rocks up to start getting chip on the Terrakion and the Darkrai. So there's the Stone Edge. God! He has landed 4 critical hits. I'm just going to synthesis up. God, that pisses me off. That's 4 crits. So we're going to synthesis. We're going to get our health back. And I can go out into my Muck. Yeah, I don't think he has Earthquake. I'm just going to go out into Muck. I need to get rid of Diggersby's Agility Cleaner. So I got to find a way. Well, I have Gourgeist. Gourgeist doesn't really care about Diggersby. Knockoff isn't going to do much to my Diggersby. But I need to get my rocks up so I can start getting chip damage. So he's staying in and attacking. Is he just going to go for the focus miss? Okay, so he missed a focus blast. I'm in a good position here. So 1, I can recycle. 2, I can click Brick Break right now and hit anything. So I'm just going to Brick Break. If he stays in, great. If he goes to Terrakion, okay. Goes into Hugh Hefner. Let's go. Oh, we get a crit. Oh, that's unfortunate. If he sets up agility... Well, I still have Gorgeist. I just go to Gorgeist. So that bunny is weakened heavily. This is stressful. That bunny is the biggest threat. Even if he sets up a Swords Dance and goes for knockoff, I just kill it with Seed Bomb. He is a Choice Scarfed. So he's going to go for the knockoff, which is okay. And I think I can go for the Leech Seed. Because what would he go out into? Shaman? Darkrai? Darkrai. Maybe Darkrai. Will-O-Wisp wouldn't be bad. I'm just going to Willow. I'm going to Willow. If he goes Darkrai, okay. Goes into Darkrai, the Nightmare of the Darkrai. So now we can start getting a little bit of chip damage with Will-O-Wisp. The Diggersby is Scarf. So that is actually good to know that the Diggersby is Scarf. I know that Thundurus outspeeds it. And I'm actually just going to go to Registeel because I want my rocks up. Alright, so what does he have? Nasty Plot. Ew. Okay. That is bad. Well, I still have Muck. Muck's pretty much full HP. So, 1, let me get them rocks up. Hopefully he misses a Focus Blast. He could be Fight EMZ. So there's the Chople Berry. We eat that up. Yummy. Scrumptious. Rocks are now up. Darkrai is getting weakened. Now we are just going to click Iron Head. So he has to hit a Focus Blast here. He does hit the Focus Blast, so that's 3 Focus Blasts he's used. That will take out the Registeel, I think. Yep. Alright. So now then, I think we just Thundurus go into Muck. So he set up a Nasty Plot a little early. As I'm just going to U-turn, I'm going to go out to my Muck. I do outspeed it. He might actually withdraw. Because he doesn't want... he probably thinks I'm Scarf. I could be Superpowers, that way I don't miss my own Focus Blast. So yeah, he is going to withdraw. He is going to go out into Leslie, which is the Aromatisse, which is perfect for me. Because now I have rocks on my field. His Darkrai's taken chip. Shaman's taken chip. Terrakion's taken chip. Diggersby is taken chip. I can go out into my Muck. Poison Jab. It's not really free because he does have the Terrakion in the back. But again, it's just the middle ground safe play. I'm just going to Poison Jab. If he stays in thinking I'm going to predict like that, he has a Kibia Berry. So he's going to Wish. Which is okay. Oh, we get the poison though. And he's just going to go for a Moonblast. Not sure why. He was probably predicting me to double. That's a pretty offensive Aromatisse. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to recycle and get my Figgy Berry back so that I can keep my Muck fairly healthy. I know I did lose my Registeel, but it was well worth it because I'm about to take out his Aromatisse, which prevents my... Was that a crit? Oh, okay, no it wasn't. Alright, so Muck's going to be able to pick up a kill here. I could actually let Poison take this thing out. Which I'm actually going to do. I'm going to let Poison take this thing out. He wants to get into Rotom. So, let's see. Goes out to Zoro. Which is okay. Terrakion, I'm not worried about. So, he could close combat. Stone Edge or close combat won't take me out. And I have the Figgy Berry now. I'm just going to Brick Break. I'm just going to Brick Break. None of those moves that he has will take me out. Yes, let's go. So now he's going to go -1 from the... He's going to go -1 from the close combat. I'm going to get my Figgy Berry. So now I can take on his Darkrai. And that should take out the Terrakion. Let's go. All right, so Terrakion falls. So no more rocks on my side of the field. He still has rocks on his side. He's going to go Diggersby here. He's a Scarf Diggersby, so I can go out into my Gourgeist perfectly fine. All right, getting rid of Terrakion's huge. The thing with Gourgeist is... Okay, good. He went for the Earthquake. So now... I could Leech Seed here. Synthesis is my better play because I need this Gourgeist as healthy as possible to take on the Diggersby. Darkrai will take Stealth Rock plus burn damage. So I'm just going to Synthesis. It's just my best play. So I know he's going to withdraw. And having the rocks there is fantastic. So Darkrai here is going to take Stealth Rocks. It's going to take burn damage now at the end of the turn. And I have my Muck. So even if he wants to set up a nasty plot, I can take a Focus Blast. And he's not Z, which surprises me. I could go actually into Tapu Fini. Because if he sets up a nasty plot, I'm in trouble. Well, no, I'm not really in trouble. I picked my sack, and which would probably be Finny at this point. Right? It would be Finny. And then I would just go out into my Thundurus, and then I would check in. If I can get rid of Darkrai, that's pretty much game at that point. As long as I keep my Muck healthy. And what I could actually do is scout for the Fightium Z. So, we're just going to go hard into Muck. If he goes for Dark Pulse, if he goes for Focus Blast, great. Good prediction. So there is the nasty plot. So now here is where I have to pick my sack. So, Terrakion's gone. At this point, I'm just going to sack off my Tapu Fini and go out into my Thundurus and check it. That's pretty much my play here is... I need Muck alive because he still has Aromatisse and he still has Shaman. I need Muck for Shaman. Because his Shaman cannot 1v1 my Muck. He doesn't, it looks like he doesn't have Earth Power. So, this is pretty much what I have to do is sack off my Tapu Fini. He has no way to get hazards on my field anymore, which is okay. And at this point, I can just taunt. I'll just Moonblast. So there's the Sludge Bomb. That's not going to matter because Darkrai had Nasty Plot, Sludge Bomb, Dark Pulse, and Focus Blast. So now we just go out into Thundurus, and I just click U-turn here. That's pretty much all I do. Do I just click Thunderbolt? I'm just going to click U-turn. No reason for me to click anything else. I just click U-turn here. Darkrai is gone, so pretty much the offensive presence that he has is now just crippled. And at this point now, I can go Muck. If he goes Diggersby, I go to my Gourgeist. That is pretty much the game now. Oh, no. And actually, do I go Necrozma? No, he still has Diggersby. Once Diggersby's gone, I go Necrozma, I set up, and then it's GG. So, once I get rid of the Diggersby, then Necrozma just wins the game. I don't even need the Z move at this point. Well, I might need it for Shaman. All right. See, what if he's predicting... I still need Muck. So, I can go out into Thundurus, right? Thundurus doesn't do anything the rest of the game. Knock off against Rotom. Again, you know what? I'll just go Gourgeist. Just simple play. No reason for me to make the hard play. Just go Gourgeist. Just the safe, basic play. Okay. So, here I'm thinking I just click Will-O-Wisp. Because he could go Shaman. Or just Synthesis. I'm just going to Synthesis here. Get my Gourgeist back up to full. Okay, so he's going to withdraw Hugh Hefner. He's going to go out into Chia Pet. And I just Synthesis. So I know he's going to Leech Seed here, so I just go Thundurus and then click U-turn, right? Right? I can just go to Thundurus, click U-turn, and get into, like, my Muck or something. Which is actually fine. Alright, so we're going to go Thundurus. Oh, God. Alright. Well, we just click U-turn and we go out into my Muck. U-turn should break the sub. Alright. So all we're going to do now is just pretty much... We could go to Gourgeist. No, we're going to go to Muck. Alright, so there's the Leech Seed. And now, he can't really switch anything in safely. He knows that he can't 1v1 this thing. Even with Leech Seed, if I go for Poison Jab, Diggersby takes the rocks, and then Poison Jab, and then faints. Do I have my Figgy Berry? I do not. I'm just going to Poison Jab. Because now we're just wasting his PP on the substitute. And he's probably waiting for me to recycle to switch into Diggersby. But even then, I just have Gourgeist. There's legit nothing he can do at this point. Because I can just recycle here. I'm going to take more Leech Seed damage, and then I just go out into probably even Thundurus, honestly. So he's going to substitute again. Again, we're just wasting his substitutes. Once the substitutes are gone, he is just Muck fodder. So there's the recycle. We got the Figgy Berry. So, like yesterday's PMC battle, this might go the full distance, except with yesterday's PMC battle, nothing actually happened in that game. Yeah, I have more Poison Jabs and knockoffs and Brick Breaks and recycles than he will have substitutes. So once the substitutes are gone, there's the Seed Flare. Did not get the special defense drop. So how much PP does Seed Flare have, though? Seed Flare has... Actually, I have to go in Showdown now. Alright, I gotta see how much PP Seed Flare has. Seed Flare only has 8. So there is 1. So now we just recycle. He's going to substitute. I'm going to recycle. I'm going to get my Figgy Berry. And this is just going to keep going on and on and on and on. I could just go into Necrozma and start Calm Minding. But, I mean, this is pretty much all he can do at this point. I could go into Gourgeist to make him waste a Seed Flare. Which I'm actually going to do. I'm going to make him waste his Seed Flares. Yep, there's 1. There's 2 Seed Flares gone now. Nice. That's 6 crits for Dom this game. 6. And we're just gonna Will-O-Wisp here. He can go for Air Slash. It will not take me out. Whew. Close. Close. Except he gets the flinch. Well, back out to Muck. Pretty much we're just going to be PP stalling him. That flinch. So he's gotten crit. He's gotten flinches. Whew. Do I need Gourgeist anymore? We'll just Poison Jab. So there's the Leech Seed. This is actually okay. I'll just stall him out. I mean, I'll just waste his substitutes and stuff like that. I don't know how many substitutes he's gone through. He's probably at like 8 now. Maybe 9. But, I mean, he's not winning the stall battle. That's pretty much it. So, Leech Seed, Poison Jab, we're just wasting his substitutes. We're going to recycle here. We're going to get our Figgy Berry back. He can go for Seed Flare. I recycle. Figgy Berry's eaten. And that's pretty much all he can do until his Shaman runs out of PP. He better not be trying to time stall me. I mean, he could go Diggersby. He might time stall me. He might time stall me. Which means I gotta get into Necrozma and start setting up ASAP. Well, we'll see here. Yep. If he really time stalls me. Oh my god. He's gotten 6 crits. That air slash flinch is what pisses me off. So there's the recycle. We're wasting his substitutes. We got the Figgy Berry, so next turn we'll be actually being able to hit him. And seeing as I have like... How many recycles do I have? I have 9. So he probably has less substitutes now. I know he doesn't have much left. He has plenty of leech seeds left. I know he doesn't have much substitutes. Yep, he's going to time stall. So if he time stalls, he pretty much won off that air slash flinch. That's going to piss me the hell off right now. If that does happen. That is actually going to suck. Goes for the Seed Flare. Does nothing. Does he get a special defense drop? No, he does not. Yes, he does. Ah, really? Oh, well. Because I could go out to Thunderous, click U-turn, get back into my muck. Well, I mean, he has his Diggersby weak and his... I might win off... I mean, even if he tries to time stall me, I might win because of my stuff being healthier, being Thunderous. Because he has... It'll be close. So I'm going to go with Thunderous here on his substitute. I'm going to click U-turn. I'm going to get back into Muck. And that's the way I'm pretty much going to do this, is pretty much just kill off his substitutes to where Muck can just 2-hit KO this thing. Oh, wait, he could Leech Seed, though. So if I go Thunderous here on his substitute, I U-turn on his Leech Seed. I go out. See, I don't want to risk Gourgeist going down, because if Gourgeist goes down, I lose the battle to time stall. And I time stalled Bronson off his own strategy of him trying to time stall me. I'm pretty sure because his Pokemon are weaker, he has the Aromatisse that's about to faint, and he has the Diggersby about to faint. That I should be able to pick up a win if I keep my Muck and Thunderous healthy enough. Okay, so you should be going for a substitute here. Bingo. Perfect. So we're going to U-turn here. We're going to U-turn here. It's going to break his sub. I'm anticipating him to leech seed. So I could go to Gorgeist. I could go to Gorgeist on the leech seed. That's the way he's played this. If I go Gorgeist on the leech seed, then I think I can pretty much win now. Because I would go to Muck. Because I have Necrozma halfway healthy, Thunder is fully healthy, and Muck I can get fully healthy, and then I would have the weakened Gorgeist. He has 2 Pokemon that are severely weakened in... Yeah, I think I would win. So you know what? I'm okay with the time stall. Never mind. Because he has 2 Pokemon that are severely weakened. So we're just going to U-turn. I'm just going to go right into Muck. We're going to recycle. So we just go to Muck. We recycle. We get the Figgy Berry. And I'm okay with the time stall now. Looking at it, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I could have gone Gorgeist. There was no real reason for me to. But now, I think he's used 3 or 4 Seed Flares. So all he'll have is Air Slash, in which I can just go Thunderous, Quick Psychic, break subs. We're just going to recycle. If he goes for Substitute, that's okay. I'm okay with him time stalling as long as I get my Muck healthy. Because he has 2 Pokemon severely weakened. I do not. I only have the Gorgeist that's weakened. We both have 4 Pokemon left. Mine are healthier. All right. Battle's going on 53 minutes now. Unfortunately, there'll probably be no music in the background. I don't think there was music in the background of the PMC one. Just because of how long the battle is. So actually, you know what? If he time stalls me, that's okay. As long as I keep this fully healthy. Rotom took a little bit of chip damage. I have Thunderous full HP. So if I keep this thing fully healthy, I should win. All right. So I recycle. He probably Seed Flares. I get my HP back up to full. He's going to go for the substitute. Okay, never mind. So we are recycling. We're going to get the Figgy Berry. We're going to lose HP to the Leech Seed. And then I might just recycle again. Because one, we're wasting his substitutes. He probably doesn't have the same amount of substitutes as he does turns left. That's what I'm starting to think of, is he might not have the same amount of Yeah, I don't think he's going to have enough moves left. He'll have Air Slash, but oh well. My Muck doesn't care if he has Air Slash. Again, it's just keeping Muck healthy. That's why I went for Recycle. I think I actually went for Poison Jab, but... yeah, I think I went for Poison Jab to break the sub. I want him to start wasting those subs, because once the subs are gone, Muck actually gets rid of this thing. I know Aromatisse is very weak. Rotom took Stealth Rock and burn damage. Diggersby's about to die. So... I should have actually gone with the time stall strategy as well. Alright, so he's going to go for the Seed Flare. Hopefully he does not get the special defense drop. I know it's a 50% chance. Come on. Come on. Yes! So we Poison Jab, we break the sub. So now I recycle on this next turn so that I can keep my Figgy Berry. That way at one point I can just attack it. Okay, so we're going to recycle. He's going to substitute. And this will go to timer. There's nothing he can really do. Even if he goes to Diggersby and tries to click Earthquake, I can go to Thunderous and then just... oh, he can knock off. Well, I just sack off Gourgeist at that point. I sack off Gourgeist, go into Thunderous, I click U-turn, get into something that can KO his Mons. But he's playing the time stall strategy. That Air Slash flinch is... if he wins, that Air Slash flinch is what won him the game. He didn't win this on being better. He won it off that Air Slash flinch. Because that would have made my Gourgeist healthy, and at that point, he can time stall me all he wants. I would have 4 Pokemon that are half health or more. So I'm going to recycle on his substitute. I'm not sure how many substitutes he has left. He doesn't have many, I would assume. I would assume he has maybe 3 more left. Maybe. So there's the recycle. He is going to go for Seed Flare now. I know it. So he didn't get the special defense drop. So 1, I can break his sub. All right, so 1, I'm going to break his sub. I don't care that I'm clicking the moves too early. Because, I mean, it's very predictable in how he is going to play this. He's going to go for the Seed Flare here. I think he has maybe 2 more left, so... maybe. I don't think he might have any Seed Flares left. I think he might have 1 more. So he's gone for 2 against Muck and got the Spadef drop. 3 against Muck. He went for 1 against Gourgeist. Might have gone for 4 against Muck. So he has anywhere from 2 to 3 Seed Flares left. That's the way I'm looking at it. So there's 5 minutes left when the move started. So 100 seconds should be minute and almost 2 minutes. So we got about 20 seconds left for him to pick the move here. For me, it's just poison jab. I'm going to recycle. I'm going to get my Figgy Berry back. Hopefully, if he does not get the Spadef drop, I think I win. I just have to time this to where Muck stays fully healthy. If Muck is fully healthy, it's GG. I should win. This will actually be interesting. So there's the Seed Flare. It's going to bring me down. Does he get the Spadef drop? He does not. Let's go. That should be game. Because now we break his sub. And I just have to keep my Muck healthy. So I just go Thunderous here, right? Because all he's going to do is substitute. Does it go to timer? I'm trying to think. I'm going to let the timer go down as much as possible. He could Seed Flare. I could Poison Jab. He would get weakened. That's not what he wants to do. He's going to substitute. And if I go out to Thunderous, he no longer has anything that is max HP by the time this does go to timer. All right, this is not the way I wanted the game to go. But I'm pretty sure I win. I just got to go Thunderous. He no longer gets Leech Seed recovery. He's going to lose a chunk of his health. And from there, I just let the game go to timer. So I know he's going to substitute here. So Muck, we're going to withdraw. If he goes for a substitute, it's game. I'm letting it go to timer. Yes! Perfect. So he no longer gets Leech Seed recovery. I have a fully healthy Thunderous. My Muck is mostly healthy. Necrozma is healthier. I don't have to click anything. Like, I do not have to click anything else anymore. All I do is I click U-turn here, and that will be the game. I should end up winning. So there's the match time. It went to timer. He could Seed Flare, which is a little bit of an issue. We just go to Muck. We just go to Muck. I don't risk Gourgeist, him air slashing or Seed Flaring, and then me losing the game. Yep. See, he could have air slashed and could have been the game. So with that, we go to timer, and I should win. He doesn't have anything with full HP. I still have my Thunderous full HP. I just clicked Poison Jab. Game's to timer. I should have won. Yes, let's go! That is a 4-4 win, but because my Pokemon were actually healthier, I end up winning. Let's go! Whew! I had to play that one smart with Muck at the end. Whew! Let's go! Oh, our first championship. Oh my gosh. And an hour-long game at that. Whew, my God. Wow. Shout-outs to iPro for that team. Shout outs to N Solarizer. He helped out. Awesome hat. He helped out throughout the season as well. My God. Wow. I had to play that really smart the entire game, especially there late, knowing that he might try to stall me out. It was something that I had to play that to keep my Pokemon as healthy as I possibly could. But if you guys enjoyed that, go ahead, hit that like button. Congratulate myself and the Oregon Duckletts down in the comment section below for being ICBA Season 3 champion. Also go congratulate Dom as his second year in a row he's made it to the playoffs. He's one of the toughest battlers in the league. But with all that being said, guys, I am Johnny GB, and I'm out.